happy Monday. All right, so we're getting geared up in the US anyway for Thanksgiving week. And I've been talking a lot about the relationships and how we can set our boundaries, how we can relate to that. So we're going to keep going just a little bit more. And something really interesting is happening is that there was a lot of talk about how to be positive and how to look at things on the bright side and avoid being negative, and all of that is really valid. One is we had the opportunity to avoid falling into self-righteousness in a way that we're literally probably becoming allergic to any negative comment. And again, that is valid. We of course don't want to always be complaining about something, always seeing the problems in everything. I was exposed to somebody like that a few days ago. It was not happy, it was just not joyful, and within a few hours it was just very toxic. So yes, we want to stay on the positive side of life. However, we also want to find that balance between the positive and the negative, and we want to look at the negative. We want to stay aware of the issues and the challenges that we have. So when a thought comes up and it is about a problem and we find ourselves reflecting on it, sometimes even ruminating on it for a long period of time, it can be valid in a way that, and we're going to be very careful and we need to really know ourselves on that one, but we don't get good at something unless we start working on it, right? So thinking about a problem in a way that we are looking at it to solve it. So in a way that we're not just complaining to ourselves or to others about it in a rant and in a cycle that goes on and on and on with absolutely no light at the end of a tunnel, but in a way that we're really analyzing and embracing the entire problem so that we can find a solution to it. Are you with me on this? So yes, technically we are looking at the problem, but it is more about the analysis of it, having that analytical approach to the problem so that we can understand it, we can figure out the mechanics of it, and we can eventually embrace it and find the solution behind it. And that can take time. So where we have to watch ourselves is if we're always thinking about it to the point that it's distracting us from something else, or that it's really starting to be toxic to ourselves or others, we need to take a break. So I love that Elton John has that reputation that when he's working on a song, he works on it for half an hour, and if after half an hour it's not finished, he stops. I love that. It's a creative process, it's not a problem. But that's sort of the idea. So if I'm working on the computer and for some reason my laptop is acting out and I can't find a solution within half an hour, I stop. Because otherwise the laptop might just fly out the window. So we want to be careful when it comes to, one, not avoiding negative issues, because it's not always helpful. We need to look at the entire spectrum of our reality, and that is the positive and the negative. And also embracing the challenges and not label it, well, it's a negative thing, so I'm not going to think about it. It's like, no, this is a challenge. And this is a problem that needs a solution. And yeah, it's going to be unpleasant, and it's going to be a struggle, and it's going to feel like we're maybe coming across as negative, a big negative. However, this is actually how we develop resilience, our ability to solve problems, our ability to see the difference between the positive and the negative. This is how we build skills to find solutions. So when I talk about the balance between things, that's where I'm at. Let's find the balance between what is productive and not productive, and what is in the long run going to help us develop skills that are going to be so helpful, I promise to you. I use that all the time. As long as we are not hurting ourselves or others, that's always the limit, right? Okay, so if you think that was helpful, I love to hear from you. If there are some subjects that you would like for me to touch base leading up to the holidays. It's going to be a tough one socially. I'm here for you too. If you have any comment, I always love to hear from you. And until next week, reach for the greatest version of yourself. You can do it. Bye-bye.